Ladies and gentlemen, welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy Tuesday, guys. How's everyone doing today? Bitcoin's getting a little bit pumpy. Ladies and gentlemen, don't forget to smash the like button on your way in. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome, welcome, welcome. Smash the like button on your way in. Happy Tuesday. How's everyone doing today? Sound off in the chat. What's going on, Mad Peter Peppers? What's going on, John? We got to take a look at Roaring Kitty. Apparently, it is pumping. Hey, what's going on, guys? First things first, Bitcoin 116,920 and 35 cents, looking good. Let's go refresh our liquidation heat map. We're getting a little spiced up pre-FOMC. Exciting times. Or the 12-hour zoom in. I'm still very curious as to why the liquidation heat map looks mirrored still. We got 116,996. 116,996. That is right above us. And then this goes all the way up to 118,207. And then down below 115,700. Do you guys think we're gonna pump or dump tomorrow? 115, 181. I don't know if I did that poll already, but I'm gonna do it. Actually, I'm gonna do even better. $120. All right, let me know which one you guys think we see first: 120,000 or 110,000 for Bitcoin. John said, "I'm bored to death, man. We need some price action, more than just 1,000 here or there." Yeah, it has been really boring, like the entire month of September. I will say, everyone insisted. They were like, "Oh my gosh, September's gonna be the worst month ever. We're going to zero," and we've done the opposite of that. We've gone to the plateau. We have plateaued well above zero, but it definitely didn't go down. That would have been a little more entertaining than what we've gotten so far. I'm just saying. But the crybaby whiners, Ben Cowan specifically, that are like, they're nowhere to be found. So I just want to point that out specifically. Giovanni said, yo, what's going on, Giovanni? Giovanni is our winner from yesterday. Daily close contest. Congratulations, my friend. ETH is down 0.18. It is not well above. I keep saying that. It rolls off the tongue really easily. It is above our horizontal previous resistance, now turned support at 44.90, which is awesome. I would love to see that continue to the upside. We'll see, though. I'm liking the reaction so far. Before I go any further, let's go take a look at Roar for Mad Peter Peppers. Grandma. BB King is 100 years old today. All right, it says 100th birthday. I don't know. Is he still alive? I saw that earlier. Let me see. Okay, no. So today would have been his 100th birthday. What kind of weird article is that, dude? I'm kind of bothered now. Well, happy 100th birthday, BB King. Rest in peace. Absolute legend. He ran into a burning building to save his guitar, Lucille, which is pretty sick. Ada Ace said, yo, yo, yo. What's going on, Ada Ace? Appreciate you. We got Roar beautifully retesting the 1 penny mark, breaking above 1.2 and testing 1.45 right now. The current all-time high is 1516, which is pretty awesome. This thing is just flying. It is up 30% today. Very nice. Congratulations, Mad Pita Peppers. Excellent call, my friend. Definitely should have accumulated some myself. Having a little bit of FOMO regret, but I will live vicariously through you. I'm very excited for you to make money. The volume looks really good. RSI is incredibly overbought, but it's a meme coin. It can probably definitely just keep blasting. You get above 1.1516, it's going to get really spicy. Ada Ace said WMTX USD on MXC looking pretty. Let's go take a look. USD on MXC. Okay. It is. This actually looks a lot better than, or maybe not. I don't know. Maybe I zoom out a little too much when I look at this. It does look really good, actually. It is curling down, though. I saw they're paying for marketing or partnerships or something with Dan. So that got me a little more bullish. RSI almost reset. You got some red dots on Market Cipher, but those might have played out already. Momentum wave almost oversold. Some indecisiveness. I'm liking these wicks. That indicates some buy pressure right there specifically. So let's see if we can get a push up. But yeah, like I said, they're paying for marketing now, which is exciting. It's got me a little bullish. Sol is up 1.41% on the day. Seems to have bounced off of 232 area. It's at 237 right now. Let's see if we can get back up to 245. We're getting some kind of a positive reaction leading into the FOMC tomorrow. Ada A said draw falling wedge. All right, let's go check it out. Pull your fib. I struggle with fibs for some reason. Like, what time frame do I pull the fib? And do I pull it from the local top? And do you use the wicks or no? Like, what's... Okay, rejected at the 236 if you do it that way. I don't know. Somebody is going to come in here and be like, you're not supposed to pull fib that way. And I genuinely am not sure if they're right or wrong. I don't know. I struggle with fibs specifically. But falling wedge... I like the 4-hour time frame. I don't really see anything here, though. I could do... That looks like a flag that broke out. I don't think it played out, though. Maybe it did. I guess, yeah, I guess it did. A little shorty. 1 hour? Okay, thank you. 1 hour time frame. Okay, I kind of like that. Decent confluence on top and bottom, 3 or 4 points each. It's getting tight. Like I said, I like that wick, indicating buying pressure. Let's see if it gets a positive break. Pull from local bottom to local top. See, that's where local can be anything, because I can just zoom out a little bit more and there'd be completely different local bottom, local top. But if we're talking like this, maybe? Yeah. Okay. I see it. Tom Solix Scout said it's JJ's Crypto Corner. This is the theme song for JJ's Crypto Corner. Get ready to have fun and watch JJ in a smelly black shirt. It's JJ's Crypto Corner. I do want to pay somebody, I think, on Fiverr to write a song. A little intro jingle. I think that'd be fun. So, let's get above this 2350 level. And see what we can do from there. 4 hour total 3 up 1.21%. Very nice. Getting a reaction at 1.1, exactly where we said it was going to, which is awesome. That was our midpoint in between. I don't know why this keeps popping up. My ad block is off. It's literally completely disabled on the site. I'm going to refresh. Ad block is disabled. I don't know why they keep detecting it. There's nothing to detect. So yeah, we did call this 1.1 trillion level. It's the halfway point in between 1.07 and 1.13. And we bounced very nicely off of that, heading up to hopefully test 1.13 again. We're sitting at 1.12 right now. RSI potentially getting ready to cross bearish over the moving average. Hopefully it gets a bounce, though. We'll see. And then the momentum wave is overbought with a red dot, but unconfirmed red dot overall. ADA Ace said, DM me, bro. I can hook you up. Okay. We'll do. Click on X. Join my Discord. Join my Discord and DM me. And, or tell me what your X handle is. I feel like I've seen you on X before. I don't know why I can't find you. I made my intro for Strike Zone. Okay, nice. All right. ADA is up 2.03% on the day. Looking good. 88.07. Got a nice bounce reaction off of 85 level, which is very nice as well. Nice round number. See, now they're showing ads. They have like 2 or 3 pop up at one time now. Trading View is getting a little greedy. So with ADA specifically, we got a nice midpoint bounce in between 82 and 89, or 80 and 90. Right at 85. Nice psychological zone as well. Looking good. 88.06 right now. Let's see if we can get back above 90. It's going to be the point of contention for this next push up. RSI kind of riding the moving average, which is nice. And momentum wave is overbought, but no red dot yet. The ADA Ace. Okay, that's why I thought it was something. Oh, shoot. I just closed something that I wasn't supposed to. Whoopsie. All right, got you. How am I not following you already? We're not following each other at all. That's kind of ridiculous. I had no idea. I'm pretty sure, yeah, I'm subscribed to you on YouTube. But that's crazy. Okay. All right, cool. Yeah, guys, smash the like button. But ADA looks really good. SNEK is down 0.94% on the day. A lot of wicks to the upside. I'm not entirely sure why. I'm sure maybe it's just an MXC thing. Let's actually go look. It is just an MXC thing. Interesting. Okay. So we got to keep that in mind whenever there's crazy wicks. The other day, there was multiple scam wicks on something. And I was like, that's crazy. And I like searched different charts and I was like, whoa. It's getting spicy when there's more than one scam wick, or when there's a scam wick on every single exchange. Anyways, SNEK looks good. Got a nice bounce off of 4. We're holding well above it. That makes me happy. Volumes, I mean, it's MXC, volume specific to MXC. So we have an unconfirmed green dot on market cipher, momentum wave, bullish crossover the moving average on the RSI, and momentum wave has room to grow. XRP is up 1.46% on the day, currently sitting at 304. We danced around $3. Broke below it twice, little fake out below it. Got above it, tested, confirmed, bullish. And we are seemingly struggling to get above 306. We're sitting at 304 right now. Hopefully we can continue to the upside. Momentum wave, a little overbought. And RSI got a bearish crossover the moving average, so potential downside is there. Vikey Odin said, JJ, when you can, could you take a peek at SNEK, previously FTM, and Aptos, trying to find if they bottomed on daily? Waterfly said, may you have blessed evening, JJ. I appreciate that, Waterfly. Thank you. You too. Appreciate you, friend. Vikey, yes, I can. Let me get through HBAR. HBAR is up 0.49% on the day. ADA Ace also specifically said 0.878, 0.997, $1.13. Next target. I like it. I'll take it. $1.13. I'm going to put that on my chart, actually, matter of fact. There we go. ADA Ace. Target. I like to put input from various sources, so thank you. HBAR Kind of did similar thing to XRP. Danced below 23.5, got above it, retested, confirmed bullish continuation of the upside. It's dancing around 23.8, 24 right now. Having trouble getting above that. If we can get above 24, then we got some potential upside. RSI kind of riding the moving average to the upside. Potential bearish cross coming. We'll see if we get a reaction off of that. We do have a red dot on our momentum wave on Market Cipher as well. Dixie said smash the like. Everyone's saying smash the like. Apparently it is National Smash the Like Day. I appreciate you guys. I will say in approximately 9 days on the 25th of September will be my 365th day streaming. I'm very excited. And I have streamed every single day for 365 days. I have not missed a single day. I've missed daily closes, but there has not been a single 24-hour period where I did not stream. That's pretty exciting. So right now we have 11 votes. 64% of you think that we're going to see 110K before we see 120K. Okay, I like that. I like it when everybody's more bearish, because that usually means we're going up. Unless you guys are playing the playing the poll that way. What if I said you have missed days? I have not. I have missed daily closes. I have not missed days streaming. And you can fact check that. Feel free. There has been one day where I streamed after midnight. I don't remember what day that was. But prior to that, the day before, I don't remember how late I went the day before. But there was one day where I went past midnight. But I sleep, I stream, I sleep, I stream. If you go by that metric in the 24-hour window, I have not missed a single day. What if I said I will? You should put it in a Excel spreadsheet for us, because I'm actually kind of legit stoked to see. ADA said I didn't do 5 days in a row. I kind of made the mistake of making it a daily thing, but I enjoy it. I really do. I don't know what I would do if I didn't stream every single day. I feel like it'd be boring. Anyways, I was gonna go look at S and Aptos for Viking. Binance. Okay. Ooh, okay. So we drew a big, I don't know, can you call that a symmetrical triangle? Some kind of wedge situation. Gosh, the thing is relentless. On S the other day, and we had a little fake out to the upside. Kind of head and shoulders that as well. Broke the neckline. I don't know if you can call that fulfilled, but you got a nice bounce, it seems. A little fake out below lower trend line. Bounce above, held it, broke above the upper trend line, and now we're just kind of lingering sideways. Very quiet, very slow. Volume is down. RSI potentially crossing bearish over the moving average pretty soon. Unless you get a bounce, you're looking for a bounce there. You got a confirmed red dot on your momentum wave on Market Cipher. Unconfirmed on Market Cipher in general right here. It's kind of a little ghost dot right there. You guys can see that. Currently sitting at 30.37. I don't see any obvious resistance at the moment. I suppose right where it's at, strictly based on these previous points of support, turned resistance, maybe resistance right here as well. Support. Yeah, 30 might be a hard spot to tackle. Get above 30 and I would start looking at 31. And that's based on all of these points of confluence, kind of everywhere. If 31 is going to be a hard one as well. You get above 30 and 31, then it's probably game time. You want to establish some momentum, though, to break through those. ADA Ace, yeah, I read that already. Sweet is up 2.44% on the day, currently trading at 360.68, looking good. So we got a rejection around 391. Broke below 370. Couldn't get back above it. Did a little fake out below 353, a little midpoint bounce in between 353 and 342. Sometimes I realize that I'm really zoomed out and you guys probably can't see it good. Got a nice bounce off of that. Broke back above 353 and we're dancing around, struggling to get above 365 at the moment. Sitting at 360, which is kind of the midpoint. So break above and hold that. Continue to the upside would be awesome. ADA said I have CTV Bank copy. Is it copy or copy? I always say copy. Cornucopia. So copy makes more sense. WMTX and HYDR. I'm a key player in. I have 3 kids. I have 3 kids, one now and one's now an adult. I don't know why I can't read today. It's every single day. I don't think this is an anomaly. I think I just can't read. I have 3 kids, one now an adult, and one in band and one in football. IRL marketer, AEMT. Have a wife and 2 dogs. I'm not sure how I stream, LOL. I have a 14-year-old daughter and a fiance, and I live in an apartment. That's how I stream. Coach said, hi, bro. Can you look at TRWA MXC, please, my G? Yes, I can. Let me finish looking at, what was the next one? Aptos for Viking. The stream's a little bit messy today, guys. I don't know why. Yeah, Viking said, thanks, JJ. Aptos if you can as well. Yeah, I got you. USDT. There's no way I haven't looked at this before, right? I don't see any lines, though. Maybe I haven't. I guess I haven't. Let's go with Binance, I suppose. Aptos. You're going to have immediate resistance right here based on previous resistance. Support turned resistance. Support. Resistance. Support. Resistance. Support. So yeah, there's a decent amount of confluence at this 450, 455 level. After that, you have a higher low, which is awesome. You got low, higher low. So there's a clear uptrend being established. Volume slowly increasing. You have almost no volume here. It's ticked up a little bit. RSI looks good. You got room to grow still on the 1 hour. That's why the chart looks so small. On the 4 hour, RSI looks even better. You got a green dot on your momentum wave pushing at the upside. And next, I guess your next stop would probably be, what even would it be? I would go 456. 450 is probably going to be psychological no matter what. Tom Sellerscoat said, JJ is walking proof the public school system is failing us. That's pretty good. That's a good one. My school actually did get in a lot of trouble. The entire administrative faculty was like removed by the state, including the superintendent. They were like embezzling money. There was all kinds of fraud going on there. It was ridiculous. ADA said that's probably the point of control of the value area. I'm not sure what you're referencing, but sure, I will agree. Point of control is a big selling point for me. This is definitely in some kind of a wedge, falling channel wedge scenario, which is really awesome actually, because that when that breaks bullish, it usually goes pretty hard. The question is, where's the bottom? It's gonna be messy no matter what. I don't know. Can you fudge it like that with a couple of breaks? A couple of breaks, top and bottom. I think the top would still line up if I moved that, but the bottom is a little funky. John said Joe confirmed his reality, just like The Simpsons. I'm not in Houston. No, I'm in Michigan. Why do they have trouble reading in Houston? Okay, so get above 456, and then look for increased volume. Keep an eye on your RSI. Your momentum wave and RSI look really good. You got room to grow. I think my biggest gripe with Aptos is it was definitely a flavor of the week, and it kind of took a poo-poo, and it has remained poo-poo for an extended period of time. Look at this. Okay, so I did have lines on here. What is this? That Pulse player said, JJ, can you confirm the Head and Shoulders on the 4 hour and daily for Ray? ADA said, looks good to me. I hope so, man. This is like dead in the water. Look at this. Explosion, dead. Explosion, dead. Explosion, dead. Extended death, which I will say, that is when you want to buy. You want to buy at the bottom like this. Me saying, oh my gosh, this looks like crap. That's a good thing. Everybody else, for whatever reason, people are like, don't buy this because it's down and it's not going up actively. That is literally when you want to buy stuff. So if you have conviction in this project and you think that the marketing can capture market share, then it's probably a perfect buy zone. Volume is higher than it's been in the past. Volume was like nothing here. It's bigger right now. It was nothing here. It's bigger right here. It was like a little bit minuscule right there. It was literally nothing here, like ridiculously low. So there's a pattern. There's a very clear pattern. The volume seems to pick up when it's dumping. Well, I guess not necessarily. This was a pump and then it dumped and the volume is down. So never mind. There's no pattern with the volume, I suppose. I would just want to see increased volume leading into a pump because that means that it's probably a move that can be sustained. All right, let's go back down to the 4-hour time frame. I'll take a look at Ray in a little bit. That pulse player remind me after a couple more charts. Ando is actually down 1.56% for some reason. Did I go through SWE? I did not. Okay, so SWE is up 2.22%, looking really good. We got a rejection at 390, broke below 370, got a little midpoint support in between 342 and 353. Use that to get above 353, and we're dancing around the midpoint right now in between 353 and 370. If we could use our remaining momentum, hopefully, green dot on market cipher as well, on the momentum wave specifically, I would love to get above 370 or at least test 370 and find midpoint support to then break later. But so far, we are technically still in a downtrend on the shorter term until otherwise played out. We did get a bullish cross over the moving average on the RSI, which is good. And again, you got your green dot on your momentum wave, which is what signaled the push-up. Ando's down 1.53% on the day. Potential head and shoulders, a little fugly, but it's there. And your neckline would be $1. $1 is going to be a big psychological number, but I've pointed out 1,000 times, 95.35 I think is the more important number on Ando specifically. Something to keep an eye on. Your volume was looking really good, and then it kind of fell off. Looking really good, and it kind of fell off. So keep an eye on that. Your moving average is acting as resistance on your RSI right now, and your momentum wave got a red dot, even though it's almost oversold, signaling further downside. So you want to look for a reaction. Look for strength around $1. Look for more strength around 95.35. See what happens. Coach wants to take a look at TRWA as well. Arrow's down 4.22% on the day after getting a tremendous, monstrous bounce yesterday. A 10% candle that I think was higher at one point as well. And then insta dump right back down to that previous horizontal resistance turn, hopefully support at $1.20. We got a nice bounce off of that. It's sitting at $1.24 right now, which is above $1.23, which is awesome. We close above that. Good. Your momentum wave is like smack dab in the middle. You did get a green dot on it, and you're getting a potential bullish crossover. The moving average on the RSI potentially pushing the price upwards. Tyler said, oh yeah, been here 10 minutes. We got 6 minutes until the daily close contest, so make sure you guys stick around for that. Like you said, thanks for the analysis, JJ. How do you think the market will do tomorrow? Sell off the FOMC, then after FOMC pump, or opposite, or something else, or Jesus comes back? Jesus is definitely going to come back. I think Jerome Powell is actually Jesus. Dixie said, am I late? It depends on your idea of late. I think for tomorrow, it's going to be a nothing burger. I think we're going to get a little dump that's like maybe 3-4% on Bitcoin because everyone's going to realize that nobody cares about rate cuts. And everyone's going to argue, oh my gosh, it was priced in. The market's not going anywhere. We've topped. And then maybe 2-3 days later, it's either going to pop off or continue to retrace depending on what other things happen. I think it would be funny if, yeah, John was the one who originally said it was going to be a nothing burger as well. I think it'd be funny if they raised rates or if they didn't cut at all. That would be crazy. Could you imagine? Whew, that would be the ultimate middle finger from Powell. I'm not going to lie. You'd have to respect it as well. That would be like some long con backhand to the face kind of situation after all the things that have been said about him. Dixie said, nah, I spell the Bitcoin close and it still doesn't come through. Oh, really? Like, you just type it in as words. Dixie, if you want to send it to me in my Discord, then it'll be timestamped. A lot of people do it that way too sometimes. ADA said the FOMC on the 1 minute is fun to trade. I don't know if I'm going to trade, man. I'm going to be at work. I've traded the FOMC like 2 or 3 times, and I think I've done miserably every single time. All right. Pinlink is up 3.47% on the day somehow. It got back below 60. It's seemingly establishing some heavy support at 54, which is interesting. Render's up 2.24% on the day, bounced off of 374, currently sitting at 387. Let's see if it can get back above 395, and then eventually, hopefully, 4. As of right now, volume, slight increase in volume. Momentum wave, green dot, pointing to the upside. Bullish crossover with the moving average and the RSI. ADA said, lost your camera. Back? Okay, good. Better be back. Stellar is up 0.95% on the day. Dancing around the lower trend line of our very large range. Getting nice midpoint support in between 365 and 384. We're currently sitting at 3842. Right below 3843-ish. I don't know. You know, that lower trend line number is, I guess you can put a pillow around it of like a couple cents. It's not really concrete. But Stellar looks decent, showing some strength. See if we can continue to the upside. We did get a bullish cross over the moving average on the RSI. Potential bearish cross coming up. And green dot on the momentum wave. You guys are going crazy in chat. Dixie said I sent you a screenshot. John said YouTube doesn't trust someone with dicks in their name. Dang. Tyler said, JJ, $20 bet. We pump. Want to take it? I bet on pump. No, I have a headache. Mikey said, can I make another request? I'm going to suggest you guys save your requests for after the daily close contest because we got less than 2 minutes remaining. So if you make any requests right now, it's probably going to get lost. Smash the like button, though. Dixie sent me a screenshot of his guess, and he is a channel member, so he can submit early. He's got 116,869. If you guys want to verify that for yourself, it's right here. I'm just going to verify it for you. 116,869. Less than 1 minute remaining until the daily close contest. I'm going to put Dixie's in right away. Let me get the screen up as well. Let's get back to Bitcoin. 1 minute time frame. I feel like I started early and I'm already behind. We flew through stuff the other day. Maybe it's a little bit different today. The market's a little complicated. Hey, okay. We got Dixie coming in with 116. Nope. I'm making stuff up. 116,869.69. Nice. 20 seconds remaining until you guys can start to guess. All right. ADA said I don't want up only. Tyler said I'd rather bet friends. LOL, bragging rights purposes. Ladies and gentlemen, get your guesses in for the daily close contest. Anyone can enter. Only one will win. It's completely free to play. Chance for you to win up to $100. We do it every single day. ADA said can't trade that. I'm really bad at shorting, dude. I'm so bad at shorting. It's ridiculous. We are now, ladies and gentlemen, breaking news. We are 50-50 in the poll. Tyler said, not 100, Tom. It depends what Jay Powell says after most of the time. Degenerate. Coming in with 116666. I like that. Vikey Odin. Coming in with 116494. Tom Silix Goat coming in with 116685. Ladies and gentlemen, submit your guess for what you think Bitcoin is going to close at on the Bitcoin Binance USDT chart. And you have a chance to win up to $100. Justin Bahachek. Hey, I finally remembered your name. Nice. 116747.26. I've become an expert at deciphering gibberish. Pride myself on gibberish decipher. Anybody else? Anybody at all? Ladies and gentlemen, you got 3 minutes and 33 seconds remaining on the clock for you guys to get your guesses in for the daily close contest. I have vanilla wafers, mini vanilla wafers specifically. So please excuse me while I indulge myself in some munchies I have not eaten since I got home. And I think I'm a fat ass and I need food in my body headache, which is the worst kind of headache. We got Giovanni coming in with 116590.02. Black Fan said, can you look at the coin 1000 bonk, please? I leveraged it at 0. Yes, I would wait and mention that after the daily close contest because I'm probably not going to remember. Wick James, Neki Reki, coming in with 999,999.69. John M. coming in with 116,700. I got you, John. Got you. Black Fan said, I'd like the top, please. Top of what? Yeah, you're going to have to mention that after the stream. Or not after the stream. Yeah. You guys, save your requests for after the stream. That's like the nicest way of saying no. You're gonna have to submit your requests for charts after the daily close contest. All right, guys, you got 1 minute and 51 seconds remaining on the clock for the daily close contest. Do I look red today? I feel like I look extra red. There's like a lot of exposure in the camera. Oh my goodness. We got 21 people watching right now. Make sure you guys smash the like button. I appreciate you guys for joining. Cheers. Peace be with you. Vanilla wafer. Error maker. Coming in with 116720. Tyler coming in. Our current champion. 116747.74. Now, there's an incentive to participate as much as possible because at the end of the year, no matter what wins people get, no matter what, whoever wins the most, even if it's just bragging rights, will also get a prize at the end of the year. Currently, Tyler is ranking number 1 with 36 wins, followed by Fahid with 21, Tom Selleck-Scote with 19, Hoffs with 15, J Shear 2.0 with 13, Giovanni Fontes with 12, Janix and Mr. Roberts with 11, Waterfly with 9, and then Drimmer and Gourmet Brands Brooklyn with 5. You guys got 33 seconds remaining on the clock to get you guys in for the daily close contest. Tom Selleck-Scote said, I mean, you're Irish, so always look a little red. I'm not Irish. This is actually like a light brown. This is Auburn. I don't know. Goats don't see color, so I don't even know what you're talking about. Tyler said, I also prefer Subscriber of the Year. This is true. There was one day where Tyler was the only attendee of the stream. Very sad. Ladies and gentlemen, that pulse player, I got you. I'll get you in a second. Time's up. Time's up. Time's up. Thank you for participating. Let me get that pulse player last minute entry. I like that. Wait until the very end. Buzzer beater 116789. I'm gonna guess 90.90. Yes, I got you. I got you, Dixie. All right, let's get these bad boys on the board. We might have maxed out our guesses. I appreciate you guys for being here. Don't forget to smash the like button. Let's get these bad boys up. We got Neki Reki. I'm just going to put him... I got to put him above everybody else. Okay. Then we got Dixie with 11686969. And then we got that pulse player with 116789.90. And then we got Tyler with 116747.74. And then we got Justin with 116747.26. What did I just do? 116,747.26. There we go. And then we got Error Maker 116,720. And then we got John M with 116,700. And then we got 116,685 with Tom Selleck's Goat. And then we got, whoops, Legionnaire with 116,666. And then we got 116,590.02 with Giovanni Fontes. And then last but not least, we got Vicky Odin with 116,494. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for participating. Currently, I believe Tyler is in the lead. That pulse player coming in clutch at the very last second. No, not at the last second. I actually typed that up really fast. What do we got? You guys are losing your tits in the chat. Oh, that pulse player currently in the lead, 116,789 and 90 cents with his guess. Bitcoin currently trading 116,799, 97. Very nice pump on the 1 minute time frame for Bitcoin. Let's see. Dixie said, did you get your Discord gas? Yes, I see. My bad. Tom Salksgoat said, first you try to tell me your shirt's blue. Now you're trying to tell me your beard is not red. Gaslighter. There's no such thing as gaslighting. Philly said, yo, Tyler Dixie. Wick James said, winner of at the end of the year gets a tube steak smothered in boxer briefs. I haven't decided what the prize is going to be. Flight fan said, ChatGPT says, Tom Selleck never had a goat. Oh, dang. The secret's out. Tom Selleck said he didn't want to talk about me. I'm his side goat. I'm a side goat. I'm his side goat. Tyler said it will dump, just trust. 116,780 and 89 cents. We got 1 minute and 12 seconds remaining on the clock. Is it going to recover, or is Tyler truly going to take the lead here? We got Tyler is just above Justin. Literally, like, within 50 cents of each other. Here it is. This is the candle that will determine the fate of our winner. Ladies and gentlemen, 116,780 and 1 penny on Bitcoin. What's it going to be? Is it going to be Tyler, that pulse player, or somebody else entirely? Cheers, guys. Happy Tuesday. I appreciate you guys for being here. Don't forget to smash the like button. We do this every single day at the same time. Cheers. I overfilled this. Getting a little pumpy here. Is that pulse player going to be the first recipient of our $100 prize? It is very close, ladies and gentlemen. 30 seconds remaining on the clock. Bitcoin 116,788 and 96 cents. That pulse player's guess 116,789 and 90 cents. Wow, this might be the closest we've gotten in a very long time. 17 seconds left. Is it going to pump enough for him to win? Ladies and gentlemen, we got ourselves a match. 10 seconds. 116,788, 96. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, there it is, ladies and gentlemen. The winner of today's daily close contest, Mr. Tyler Yetzer. Bitcoin daily close price, 116,788.96. Very, very close. 116,788.96. Congratulations, Tyler, on your victory, ladies and gentlemen. Spam the bananas in the chat. What a close one. That was ridiculously insane close. 116,788.96. Congratulations. Tyler coming in with 116,747.74. Wow, 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 wow. Congratulations, my friend. Ladies and gentlemen, spam the bananas in the chat. Very, very close guess from that pulse player. Pretty cool. Necky Recky, unfortunately, was just slightly off. All right, let's clear the board, clear the board. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for participating. Go down to the 4 hour, or go up to the 4 hour. Zoom out a little more here. All right, ladies and gentlemen, spam the bananas. Justin said that's kind of F Tyler. I kind of agree. He completely buried Justin. I don't know who guessed first though. Justin might have guessed after Tyler and just kind of screwed himself. I'm not sure. We gotta fact check that. Can we have the fact checkers look into that? All right, congratulations, Tyler. Ladies and gentlemen, spam the bananas. Yay! Very cool. Let me go back to our regularly scheduled programming. Tyler said, yeah, yours was typed very weird, and I didn't realize I screwed you that bad until after. LOL, sorry. Okay, he apologized. Normally he's kind of a dick, but he's being nice today. Probably because he's got it in the bag for the year, but you never know. People are catching up pretty dang fast. Flexa said, didn't know MetaMask stablecoin went live because I didn't, apparently, on that Linea ETH L2 chain or whatever. Okay. With James Spam and Bananas, Tyler said I screwed him, but not on purpose. Fact check. Ooh, thank you for the fact check, Tyler. Ladies and gentlemen, let me add our winner to the winner's Google Doc. Mr. Tyler Yetzer, who is in fact not Canadian. Cool, cool, cool. Very nice. All right, ladies and gentlemen, can I get a drum roll, please? The winner of today's daily close contest with a guess of 116,747 and 74 cents and an actual Bitcoin daily close of 116,788 and 96 cents on September 16th, 2025. Mr. Tyler Yetzer's prize is a long bread roll. Congratulations, Tyler, on your victory. Enjoy your long, girthy, veiny bread roll. Feel free to break bread and share it with your fellow competitors. Share it with your peers, your fellow employees, your coworkers, whatever you want to call them. Share it with your boss, your wife, your mistress, your grandma. Whatever you do, you are legally obligated to remove it from the premises. Congratulations once again on your victory. Enjoy. Cheers. All right. Okay. Mikey coming in with AXS. I got to take a look at Ree first. Ray. I keep calling it Ree. I'm so sorry. I swear I'm not doing it on purpose. All right, let's go take a look at Ray. Bam. It's veiny, Justin. It's on the other side. You guys can't see. It's the veins are on the other side. Okay. Ray, looking good. You said confirm Head and Shoulders. Oh, inverse Head and Shoulders, maybe, if that's what you're talking about. I don't see a regular Head and Shoulders. I do see a potential for this, though. And the neckline would be on a angle. And you target, not financial advice. Obviously, this is entirely fantasy right now. We need to see a reaction and a rebound in order for this to even be considered. Target, I would say, would be 15.7. Flexa said alt season canceled. What if dominance pumps back over 60 this week? It might. That's what Colin's been crying about for like a year. I don't know, though. It's showing weakness already, man. It can hardly go out. Like usually when it goes up to get back above a certain number, it goes up pretty hard. I don't know. I guess it lingered and struggled this whole way. So who knows? Who knows, man? Then Q4 Ripper. I could see that. I could see dominance going up while everything pumps anyways as well. Bitcoin 116 or nope. I'm making stuff up. 116,737 and 12 cents. Congratulations, Tyler, once again on your victory. Ray, yeah, I see the inverse Head and Shoulders on Ray. ADA said, I got some Bitcoin miners. I'm good with that too. Wick James said, no rate cut. Short until 9:15 a.m. There might be no rate cut. I saw, I don't remember what it is. There's a certain yield on some bond or something that like did what it would do if there was no rate cut. And I was like, uh-oh. Wick James said, then shorten again, always bearish. That's gotta be Bronson, right? There's no way that's not Bronson. Okay, where were we on our regular watch list? I think we finished Stellar. Polkadot, getting a nice little rebound, sitting above 421. It's at 425 right now. If the rebound can continue, then look for a reaction around 434. CME is at 100% rate cut. Tom Selk Scout said there 100% will be a rate cut. I bet every dollar I have and my house. Ooh, that's kind of scary. I thought about going and putting like 20 bucks on no rate cut just in case as like a nice hedge. You know how much money you could make if we polymarket just 20 bucks on no rate cut and there actually is no rate cut? I feel like that would be crazy. How much money would you make? I don't even know how to calculate that. That would be so freaking nuts. Tyler said, JJ, what's end of the year prize? I'm not going to decide until it's over. It might also depend on who it is. ADA said, jobs report revision of 900K more loss. Yeah, I know, dude, that's so crazy. They're like, the jobs are great for like a year. They're like, jobs are amazing. Powell's like, we're not going to lower interest rates because jobs are doing really good right now and inflation's still high. And then they come out, they're like, jobs aren't great. They haven't been great for a year. He's going to come out tomorrow and he's going to be like, ladies and gentlemen, jobs are not good. They're not looking good. They haven't been looking good for a long time. We got to lower rates right now. He's freaking out. He's probably shitting his pants. He looks at the data. He's like, son of a bitch. Flipping his desk and shit. The jobs was all I had. That's crazy, dude. That's so nuts. Wick James said, watch everything go to zero. XRP goes to $1 million. Dude, XRP, I've said this already a couple of times. The idea of XRP flipping Ethereum makes me so happy. I don't know if it would ever happen, but the fact that it's in third place right now is just the greatest like karma revenge plot for XRP holders, because they've been preaching XRP for forever. And it got to the point where everyone was like comparing them to Hex and a cult and whatever. And you know, it's a coin, regardless of how you feel about the founder and who has coins and who dumps and whatever. Regardless, it is a project and there's people that invest in it and believe in it. And they just get crapped on all the time. And then out of nowhere, the SEC case ends and this thing skyrockets into the third highest cryptocurrency by market cap. That is freaking hilarious. I think that's so funny. ADA said nearly 2 million in revisions the last 2 years. He finally found the data. Yeah, dude, whoever's job. I also think that that's ridiculous that we paid taxes that provided a salary for the person that provided that jobs data that was incorrect for that long of a period of time. If I did my job wrong for like a month, I would be fired. If I did my job wrong for like 2 years, I'm pretty sure I would go to prison for fraud. I'm just saying. Lexa said anything Trump does a deal on, just let it pump, then short it as it bleeds out, right? Right? Oh, man. Vikey Odin said, I once got a death threat from some XRP maxi. Since then, I've been a certified XRP hater. Yeah, death threat will probably do that to you. Okay. Anyways, Polkadot, look for a reaction around 433, 434. And if you can get above that, then 444 could be in the cards. It looks good so far, though. We didn't quite retest the upper trend line like I wanted to, but I'd be okay with it continuing to the upside from here. It might do one of these and then go up. Who knows? Altcoin, down 0.37 since the daily close. We got a rejection at our midpoint in between 90 and $1, and broke below 90, broke below 83. Got a nice bounce off of our previous horizontal resistance, turned support, which is 80, and broke above 83. Currently sitting at 84 right now. If we can continue up, that'd be awesome. We did get a bullish cross over the moving average on the RSI and a green dot on our momentum wave on Market Cipher. CAS is down 0.21 since the daily close. We had a rejection at 90, broke below our horizontal resistance, bounced off of 82. We're sitting at 86 right now. If we can continue to the upside, then I want to see a break back above 88. Bullish cross over the moving average on the RSI and a confirmed green dot on Market Cipher on the momentum wave specifically. ADA said, I've held ADA from February 21st. I've held from I hope you mean February 2021, because that's where I'm at as well. Oh man, I consider myself an ADA maxi, and I'm heavily invested in the ecosystem. That is like the majority of my investments. SNEK has done wonders for me. I made more money on Nike than anything ever in my life. I've since cashed out of that position, by the way, and now majority of that is SNEK and Strike.
Strike almost flipped my SNEK bag, which I'm kind of excited about. It was a little sketchy for a minute. I was like, ooh, what am I gonna do if this happens? But I'll be at peace with it now if it happens. Viking Odin said AXS, in my opinion, will do if and when gaming kicks off. I don't know when that'll be though. ADA said 34 cents, even DCA all the way to 25.5. Dude, I wish I had bought more with 25.5. Justin said, can you stake ADA? Yes, Cardano actually has native liquid staking. So you can stake it. There's no locking period. The yield is automatically deposited into your account. And you can spend as much as you want all the time. If you deposit, it's automatically staked into your stake pool of choice. It's so nice, dude. It is real liquid staking, not like the knockoff weird Lido reliant shit that Ethereum tried to fucking peg as liquid staking. It is actual liquid staking. And it's been that way for a long time. Avalanche is down 0.27 cents the daily close. Avalanche has been holding up brilliantly. We got a break above 27.33, rejected at 29.5 for a second, got our midpoint support, bounced, broke above midpoint resistance in between 32.5 and 29.5, broke back below midpoint support again, rejected again. So there's definitely something we got to do. We got to break above 31, or we got to break below 28. Flight Fan said, do you think 1,000 bond could reach $1 or at least 50 cents? Justin said, no unlock period is amazing. It's liquid staking, man. That is liquid staking. Okay. 1,000 bonk. Let's go take a look. On what exchange specifically? Do I think it can reach $1 or at least 50 cents? So in order for that to happen, let's see, this is 0.02. The original bonk would need to pump because it's pegged to that. This is 0.00002. Okay, so there is 3 more zeros in front of that. 50, that would require 25x from here, or yeah, 25, maybe 20, maybe 20x. And the current market cap is 2 billion. I don't think it's gonna reach 50 cents. I think 50 cents would be crazy. That would require 0.00, no, 50 cents. 0.5, so that would be 0.0005. All right, so let me do a little trick here. Bonk, we need 0.0005 market cap. I'm gonna go to Doge. There you go. If you think Bonk can reach the $40 billion market cap of Doge, then it can reach your 1,000 Bonk will reach 50 cents. So if you think it can reach $40 billion market cap, I don't think it can, but that's my personal opinion. It's currently sitting at a $1.8 billion market cap, and it is number. Oh, I'm not allowed to know apparently. Hang on. It is number 57 overall. So if you think it has the strength to get into the top 10 as the top 10 sits right now, then yes, it can get to 50 cents. I personally don't think it can. Chainlink down 0.26. It is dancing in between its little range that it's established. Horizontal support and resistance. Support being 23.2. Resistance being 23.85. So we need a break of one of those levels. We got a green dot on our momentum wave on Market Cipher, and our RSI is dancing with the moving average as we speak, potentially using it as support. It broke above it. If we zoom way the heck in, we got potential to establish it as support. I'm not going to say yes or no, though. It's really hard to tell. It does kind of look like it's curling over. So if you don't get a bounce, it's probably going to break down. We'll see what happens, though. I think Chainlink is bullish on the long term. We had a uptrend that we broke bearish out of. We got a little bounce right above 21.6. We got a bounce at 22. And now we got a bounce at 23. So let's see if that trend continues. RB said, how close could Bonk get? I don't know. I don't know enough about Bonk to make a decision on the target, personally. I hear it's got a ecosystem and stuff. Maybe I'm wrong. I might be making that up. But I don't know enough about it to comfortably tell you what I think it's going to sit at. Tyler said, good game, friends. Like and sub. Appreciate you, Tyler. Okay. Flexa said, they're trying so hard to find Polkadot and narrative. Scummy coin. Apparently they are doing something to lower the supply. I saw a video, but I didn't watch it because F dot. I feel bad for the Polkadot people, dude. I really do. Wake James said 1,010. What is that? 100,000 bonk on the head. RB said, cool. Thanks for your honesty. Absolutely, my friend. Cheers. No, I'm on live chat, Flex. I'm just not reading every single thing right now. There's like a million people talking. People are trying to 10x, 20x, $1,000 when millionaires are chasing 2 to 5x's. Yeah, I think that's a big problem too. People set their sights on a specific, like, greedy dollar amount. I've read so many confessions where people are like, I made millions of dollars and I thought I could make more and I lost it all chasing pumps and all this crap. I'm like, dang, that's crazy. DeGenaire said, compare with SPX 6900. Bunch of Delulu Moon Boys are targeting $100 this cycle and surpass Doge and all meme. Anyone saying they're going to surpass Doge is delusional. That's for sure. Like, I'm a SNEK maxi, and even like the developers of SNEK, they have not said anything even remotely close to passing Doge. That's the craziest thing I've ever heard anybody ever try to say. I really want to point this out really quick. Arrow is up 1.6%, which is sick. So is Pinlink 184. Very nice. I like it when miscellaneous coins start pumping. Billy said, hey JJ, can you do Chainlink chart that head and shoulders pattern for me? Let's go see Chainlink. It could be. It would be very small shoulders, but that's possible. And then your pattern, you're probably looking for a target of 2167 if that's the case, which is where we didn't touch back here. That's that thicker support line. But we had a similar situation right here. Left shoulder, head. You could have made the argument, oh, right shoulder's going to establish, and then it just went bam, completely invalidated. And when a head and shoulders or an inverse head and shoulders invalidates, it's like really, really violent. Like if you had an inverse head and shoulder right here, if that would have been like that and that invalidated, it could have went like that, just straight down hard. So I don't know if they set it up and try to trick a bunch of people into opening positions and those people get screwed. I have no clue. Justin said, remember when I was saying Monero 250 to 270? I do remember that. Dogecoin got a rejection at 30, broke below 28.1 and bounced seemingly at the midpoint around 26.5. Currently sitting at 27. See if we can continue to the upside. I like the wicks. The wicks indicate buying pressure. Flex is more like a Wyckoff chart. So let's see if we can get at least a retest of 28.1. Continuation to the upside. Momentum wave, potential room to the upside. RSI, bullish cross over the moving average. NEAR is down 0.04 since the daily close. NEAR, what's nice about NEAR is it finally retested that breakout. So you had an initial, you could have argued this is a retest right here. I wasn't buying it. Got a break, retest, hopefully continuation. It looks good for a continuation. We have a green dot on your momentum wave on Market Cipher and a bullish cross over the moving average on the RSI. So all the signs are there for a potential pump to the upside or continuation to the upside. Sitting above 269 as well, which is also good. Pengu is up 0.04 since the daily close. Look at that, arrow's already up 2%. Look at that. Woo-hoo-hoo. ETH is green. Alts are starting to wake up. You know, it's exciting when post daily close, the price actually moves on any of these charts. Congratulations, Tyler, once again on your victory. Enjoy your long bread roll. ADA said, "'Twas fun, gotta run. Maybe we should get together sometime on stream and we could TA some stuff. That'd be sick, dude. We should do it. I'm trying to get interviews, man. I'm interviewing SNEKies on Sunday, so I'm looking forward to that. But for sure, hit me up on X or join my Discord. One of the two. Pengu. Pengu got a nice bounce, midpoint bounce in between 31 and 33. 32.6 bounce, broke above 33.8. Currently sitting at 33.9. See if it can continue to the upside, or if we lose 33.8. If we do lose 33.8, probably potentially going down to 31. Unless this is like a little dance around fake out. We'll see what happens. We did get a bullish crossover the moving average on the RSI and a green dot on your momentum wave pointing to the upside, which is now settled down ever since. Volume looks good. Kind of prepared for volatility. Keep in mind, all the TA that I've done can be thrown completely out the window tomorrow, because tomorrow is the Fed's rate cut decision and volatility will ensue. You will be trapped. You will be bull trapped. You will be bear trapped. You will be liquidated. Not financial advice. It's probably going to happen, though. If you try to trade, you might get screwed. You got to prepare for all outcomes. Be emotionally ready to lose your life savings. Flexa said, Pengu's better than Bonk. Don't know why, but yes, I agree, actually. I wholeheartedly agree with that. I think Pengu has the entire brand that they built. Whereas all the other meme coins are actually just meme coins, Pengu actually feels like a brand, a revenue earning brand. Pengu actually is greater than Bonk already. It is literally sitting higher than Bonk. What I want to see is how high can Pengu go. I think Pengu has the opportunity, or the cojones to get second place. Currently held by Shib. I think Pengu can dethrone Shib easy. Easy. They have toys in freaking Walmart. That's just a 3x. That's nothing. I think Pengu's got that in the bag for sure. When Pengu flips Shib, we will throw a party. Do I want to trade this volatility? Yes, I do. Do I want to do it on stream? Probably not. I should not. I'm not going to. Viking wants to take a look at AXS really quick. Silver, 42.56, looking good. Up 0.3 today. DXY, dumpy, very dumpy DXY. Wow. See where that ends up tomorrow. MicroStrategy, 2.23%. Finally, some upside. Let's see if this bad boy bottomed and $500 is in play still. Not financial advice. I like that we had a harsh dump, a little dead cat bounce, harsh dump, dead cat bounce, a little lingering, and a potential curl up recovery. We'll see what happens. As of right now, it looks coiled up. Look at the RSI, and even better, the momentum wave. You can just tell this is coiled up, like ready to bust. Everything else is like sloppy and loose and whatever, and then this just gets tighter and tighter and tighter. It's about to pop. Is it going to pop up? Hopefully. We'll wait and see. NASDAQ down 0.05 on the day, 24,284, and S&P down 0.13. After record highs, it's still sitting at 66.06. The Asfractal and Asfractal 2.0 proved incredibly fruitful. Rest in peace, Asfractal and Asfractal 2.0. You were good to us. Bitcoin dominance, 58.23. More red, very nice. Hopefully downside continues here. We'll see potential rejection of, I don't know, 58.3. Not really important level, but maybe it will be. Lexus said lots of money trapped in those metaverse shills. Oh my gosh, dude. Somebody mentioned Blocktopia the other day. I was listening to someone's stream, and they were like, there was a whole thing where they just took, it might have been Becker. He might have mentioned Blocktopia, but not by name. He was like, there was a whole thing where they just took canned, Unreal Engine assets and like made a tower with it, and they made millions of dollars. And I was like, dang, I remember that. I remember Big Smokey showing that in Jordan's Discord, and he always wanted to play VR. I miss him, dude. I think he hit me up in DMs last year. So did Shitcoin Degen. Shitcoin Degen's one of my favorite people, dude. He was so chill. I helped him with his logo for his website, for his Funko Pop thing. It was pretty sick. Billy said, holy crap, I forgot about Sandbox. That was one of the coins I lost on during the Voyager scam. Damn, that sucks. Flexus said I played in the Sandbox. It was fun. Yeah, I feel like Sandbox was better than Decentraland, but Decentraland took the throne, I think. I don't remember. They were neck and neck for a little while, and then Engine came and stole some of the limelight. All right, let's go take a look at AXS. And then anybody else that has anything that they requested earlier, feel free to repeat yourself in the chat because I'm not going to remember. Binance, AXS, Axie Infinity. This thing tends to pump when gaming pumps. And so far, I'm seeing a beautiful textbook triple bottom setup that is consolidating as well. Falling wedge consolidation. Looks really good. Let's see, how big can I make this wedge? That looks good. This one's going to be iffy. I would go with that, I suppose. It's messy, but it's there. Yeah, I like that. Volume could be a lot better. See how there was like random spurts of volatility in the volume back here? Like nice sized volume spikes. There's nothing here right now. You got this one right here, which was in this spike. I'm not sure what that was about, but you still have nothing even today. RSI just had a violent swing to the downside, almost entered oversold on the 4-hour time frame. You got a green dot on your momentum wave, which sent it back up. Kind of a midpoint in between the upper and lower trend line. 2.4. Let's see. You want to try and get a break above 2.6. This is going to be your next stop, hopefully. 2.5 is going to be a nice psychological zone to try to break through. Struggled in the past. Struggle, struggle, struggle. You want to get a break above that and then try for 2.6. Donnie Connell said C. Justin said my toe. I stubbed my toe the other day. That's actually a true story. Flexus said Athena USDE flipped SWE. Really? Dude, can they just take stablecoins off CoinMarketCap? Cardano would be what, number 8? Cardano would be number 8 if there was no stablecoins on CoinMarketCap. Oh dang, it did. Whoa. That's awesome. Good for them. I hope they add it to Cardano. We need some stablecoins, man. Lord knows. Holy cow. Alright. Mito. This looks good. This looks real good. It's curling up. That's what you want to see. Nice volume spike. Looks like when people found out about it finally. Look at that green candle. Whew. 64%. Wow. Retraced, but did not completely retrace. It's still in a healthy uptrend. I really like that. And it's got a nice curve to it. RSI potentially crossing bullish over the moving average. Momentum wave pointing to the upside. Looks good. Not enough chart data to point out any kind of points of confluence or anything like that, but it looks good. I would wait for this to establish a little more price action before I tried putting support and resistance lines on it. And C. Do you guys say C or say? Say? Alright. Resistance at 33.9 and 33.2. Besides that, you had this inverse head and shoulder. Look at that. This is textbook. Beautiful. Did it completely play out? Oh my gosh, yes it did. Alright, check this out. Inverse head and shoulder. Bullish break of the neckline. Retest. Fully played out. Beautiful. Our target was this blue line, which was 35.2. Perfectly hit that. Went above it as well. You had plenty of time to enter and exit. This would have been a brilliant trade. Heck yeah. Say? Okay, Say. So we have Ray and Say. That makes sense. REI, SEI. Billy said, block. I remember that one too. I bought after the big mooning on that. I bought the top and watched my wallet go down, down. Yeah, you learn, man. You live and learn. That's the price of entry, unfortunately. Never understood that either, why stablecoins are listed as assets. They're literally going to dethrone probably Bitcoin. I firmly believe that. The stablecoins are going to take over the world. because they can literally figuratively print them out of anything. They have gold and silver. Technically speaking, they could literally just take junk and say this junk is worth $500. I could take my dresser and my couch, and I can say this is worth $500. Put the dresser and the couch in a vault, mint $500 worth of tether, and then we're good to go. And then if they're like, where's your proof of assets? I'm like, here's the receipt for the dresser. Here's the receipt for the couch. It's gone up in value based on inflation and the price of furniture. That's funny, man. That's funny. Say, can you see? Say it ain't so. All right. So you want to get a support bounce at 30.22. If it reaches that far, you got kind of a midpoint right now between 33 and 30. It's at 31.69. Nice. Yeah. I would like to see a push up. It does look like it's coming down, though. If it does come down, look for that 30.22. Potential fugly head and shoulder setup. I don't know. Is that going to be the right shoulder, maybe? Maybe it's an angle. And then you're looking at a target of around, not financial advice, 28.3, 28.4. We'll see. Okay, let's get to our news articles, guys. Appreciate you guys for being here. Don't forget to smash the like button, subscribe if you are new, share the stream. We're trying to get to 2,000 subscribers before the end of the year. I appreciate you guys for being here. Absolute legends, every single one of you guys. Eric Trump says Bitcoin is the greatest asset of our time. What a guy. Google, this one's huge, collaborates with Coinbase to add crypto payments to its new AI protocol. AI payments protocol. Very cool. U.S. in talks to set up $5 billion fund to invest in rare earth mineral mining. Gold reaches new all-time high of 3,700. Funny how those correlate. This one came and then this one came shortly after. I wonder why. BNB reaches new all-time high of $950. Crazy. US and UK to announce new crypto cooperation deal. This one's huge. What is that going to be about? Michael Saylor seen in Washington wearing an orange tie to help advance strategic Bitcoin reserve bill. What a freaking legend. Look at this dude's like, oh my gosh, my wife would totally fuck him. This guy's like, my wife did fuck him. he's sitting here, he's like, do you think he'll fuck me? Michael Saylor was just like, I can fuck whoever I want in this room. Okay. Bitcoin reached 117K. It's sitting at 116,676 right now. So we've lost that level since, but very cool. Stock Money Lizards post. Flex said, what the F, JJ? Am I wrong? Where's the lie? Where's the lie? Stock Money Lizards posted, Bitcoin is approaching its favorite time of the year, Q4 green. Very nice. Marty Party. We got Trump TikTok deal involved a new app to be built. TikTok deal would create new U.S. entity. TikTok deal would require American users to migrate to a new app. ByteDance would own 20% of U.S. TikTok. More on U.S. TikTok deal. Oracle, Silver Lake, and Andreessen Horowitz are part of the consortium that would control the remaining 80% stake of TikTok. 20% will be by ByteDance, its Chinese creator. Very cool. Whale Clips, 12-year-old Bitcoin wallet that bought one Bitcoin for $847 and accumulated 990 Bitcoin, just moved 99 Bitcoin to a new wallet. Great trade. Very cool. Tom Selleck-Scott said Saylor going to take them all to Pound Town. That's all the meeting is. Saylor's like, if you let me have sex with everybody in the Oval Office, I will help you establish a strategic Bitcoin reserve. Oh god, that took a turn. We got JP Morgan on Fed rate cuts this morning. when the Fed cuts rates with the S&P 500 within 1% of an all-time high, it results in an average return of plus 15% over the next 12 months. Furthermore, according to our research, 1 month performance is more spotty, with stocks ending lower 50% of the time. History says near-term volatility after Wednesday's rate cut will be a long-term buying opportunity. Very cool. Flex said, be Canada, go some good resources, invade it, and take over. I don't think we even have to do that. Save us the trouble and just go over there and be like, this is ours. They'll be like, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Mr. President. Is that Michael Saylor? Does he want to fuck my wife? Oh. Unrealized losses. This one's weird to me. What? How are they like? My dumbass is in profit right now. How are banks in unrealized loss with the stock market literally reaching all-time highs? What kind of risky ass investments do they have? Unrealized losses on investment securities for U.S. banks reached $395.3 billion in Q2 of 2025. This is 6 times higher than the peak of the 2008 financial crisis. This also marks the 13th consecutive quarter of losses as interest rates remained elevated. Meanwhile, the number of banks on the FDIC problem bank list reached 59 in Q2 2025, or 1.3% of the aggregate. Unrealized losses at banks continue to pose a significant risk. Alexa, do you want to see my ledger? Where do we think? I wonder how Michael Saylor keeps his Bitcoin. I really am curious. What if it's just in like Coinbase? It's just in a Coinbase account. Every single day he's like just buying it like you and me. And somehow the price remains the same. U.S. household appetite for risk has never been greater. U.S. household allocation to stock rose 2.2% points in Q2 2025, reaching record 45.4%. This marks the 6th quarterly increase over the last 7 quarters. Since the 2020 low, this percentage has risen by 15 points. Household allocation is now 3 percentage points above the 2021 record and 7 points above the 2000.com bubble peak. Americans now hold a record of 51.2 trillion in corporate equities and mutual fund shares. Households are all in on equities. The people have spoken. Philly said, JJ, check your Venmo. I accidentally clicked on Facebook. Thank you very much, Philly. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Philly has donated $19.95. He said, for you, sir. Appreciate you, Philly. Thank you very much. Tom Selleck Scout said he stores his Bitcoin in his giant balls. Exactly. Philly said, Tom in California? Really? Wow. What? Why would they be in California? Okay. That was completely out of context. Philly, Tom Selleck's coat earlier said tons of lithium in the Salton Sea in California. Okay. Michael Saylor's balls are not in California. We've confirmed that was a miscommunication. My bad. I thought Michael Saylor had giant California balls. Tom Selleck's coat said, yeah, they're going to start mining it. Cool. Okay. Next, we got 1 billion USDT minted on Ethereum. Very cool. Printed out of thin air. They took a bunch of couches and dressers and put them in a vault. I'm telling you guys. Cointelegraph posted. And then Saylor fucked their wives. Cointelegraph posted Coinbase and introduces 4.1% USDC rewards in Canada, positioning the stablecoin as an alternative to GICs and savings accounts. Very cool. This very dissatisfied looking man whose wife was just fucked by Saylor. Crypto friendly Stephen Moran has sworn in as a member of the Federal Reserve Board of Governors. His term runs through January 31st, 2026. That's the cost, ladies and gentlemen. Justin said, it's going up forever, Laura. Billy said, yeah, JJ, just keep giving me your TA. That sounds really gross, Philly, but okay. Cointelegraph also posted Clean Core bought another 100 million Doge, pushing its Dogecoin treasury past 600 million Doge. That's actually really sick, and that explains why Doge is so ungodly bullish. Where is Doge? Damn it. Am I blind? There it is. Yeah, number go up. We have this lovely wedge, broke bullish. Got a little rejection at 30. Support at 26, 27. See if we can break back above 28 and make a moon. Make moon babies with Dogecoin. Congratulations, Tyler, once again on your victory. Enjoy your long bread roll. Thank you, Philly, once again for the donation. Appreciate you guys. Update. Chainlink's supply on exchanges has dropped to a multi-year low as institutions adopt the network per CryptoQuaint. I think Chainlink still has so far to go. Like, legit. I think Chainlink is going to be top 10 for sure. Where is it? 12? I don't like that Tron is in the top 10. Everything else makes sense. Tron is the only one that drives me crazy. I think Sol should flip BNB again. It's got quite a ways to go. It did get a little bit dumpy, didn't it? Interesting. All right, next we got update. The Hong Kong firm Boya Interactive acquired 245 Bitcoin for $28 million this week. Very cool. Oh, this is great. When you realize the Fed is cutting interest rates and Bitcoin is about to enter Q4, let's freaking go. Justin said Chainlink will see $100. What's it at right now? 23? Easy. Easy. That's 60 billion? Easy. $100 easy. Okay, next. Currency debasement since the year 2000. Bitcoin fixes this. Bitcoin Archive. If you guys do not follow Bitcoin Archive yet, go give them a follow. Lots of great stuff. They gave us some excellent price targets around September, October, November, December last year. Worked out really well. Billy said, Justin, $100, really? I can only hope. Now I want a cannoli. I don't know if that was voice to text, but I really want a cannoli. Currency debasement. Basically, everything has decreased in value quite significantly. I don't know why Japan is holding up better than everything else, but that's actually pretty sick. Someone just bought $103 million worth of Bitcoin. Absolute Giga Chad buy. Tom Selleck Goat said, yeah, I agree. 100 is no problem. For Link, 150 probably. I feel like that's definitely a possibility. Total 3, 1 week breakout incoming. Total market cap, excluding Bitcoin and ETH, has been moving inside a parallel channel since the cycle bottom in 2022. Each time altcoins broke through the downtrend, they exploded to the upside. I gave you the setup in June, right before altcoins broke the downtrend again. Now there's one final hurdle, the all-time high resistance zone. When that level breaks, altcoins will go parabolic and the final banana phase of the cycle will commence. Who's ready to see alts take off? I am freaking ready. I hope it happens in Q4. I'm prepared for Q1 2026, but I probably will lose my mind. Justin said my IRA will be over 1 million when Polygon hits $2. Billy said no, JJ. I spelled out cannoli to be funny. Well, now I'm hungry. There's nothing funny about that. All right, last but not least, the daily reminder. We've gone through August retail sales data today. Tomorrow we have Fed interest rate decision, FOMC press conference, and Fed dot plot projections. Thursday we have Philadelphia Fed manufacturing index and initial jobless claims data, and that is it for the week. Friday, Saturday, Sunday should be nothing burger. Hopefully endless pumps to Valhalla. Only time will tell, and we'll be here along the way. John said alts will never pump. I hope you're wrong. Pinlink is up 3.13, 313 representing Detroit. Going for that 60-cent mark again. Can you leverage this anywhere? I feel like we could trade the shit out of this. Crazy. Justin said they're all going to hell. All right. We got our portfolio update next, guys. The 1K to 10K Grok portfolios in profit, a whopping $3. We are ready to retire. Thanks to Grok. Thank you, Grok. Thank you, Elon. $3. Oh my gosh. $4. It just went up 33% more profit. It is in profit. $4. Currently it's 50-50. There's 5 assets in profit, 5 assets that are negative. Sol is up $41, ADA is up $14, Doge is up $11, Render's up $5, and Ondo's up $2. Proppy, Near, Shib, Fetch, and Aptos are all dragging her down, but she's in the green again. That's all we can ask for. Memecoin portfolio outperforming by 10x, technically. 10 times the profit. $40 in the green. We got 2 assets that are negative. GigaChat is down $104. SNEK is down $11. Doge is up $29. Pepe is up $33. And Whip is up $90. Next, we got our narrative portfolio. My favorite, and what was once the best performer, and is now what I would describe as, I guess, the most stable. Currently in profit, $102.86. This portfolio is made up of 1 meme coin, 1 artificial intelligence coin, 1 real world asset coin, 1 decentralized physical infrastructure coin, and 1 gaming coin. and it is absolutely killing it. We have one asset that is negative, and that is VeChain is down $11. Fetch is up 9. Tau is up 19. Mana's up 25, and Pepe is up 58. Then we have our perfect entry portfolio, which is the best performer. Going back to Bitcoin, if we get a dip from the FOMC tomorrow, from the Fed rate decision, whatever happens, if we get a dip for any reason, any way, shape, or form, we are going to be adding to the perfect entry portfolio. The goal is to have 10 assets in here. Right now we have 9. This entire portfolio has been built strictly when the market is at its deepest red and everyone's freaking out, panicking, selling their bags, calling for a top, saying that we're entering the bear market. That is when we added to this portfolio. And every single asset has been voted on by you guys, the community, and you guys absolutely killed it. We're in profit $191 so far. There's only one asset that is in the negative, and that is Render. It is down $5. The graph is up 4. Pith is up 6. Ondo's up 13. ETH is up 16. Sui is up 16. Sol is up 31. Crow is up 50. And Chainlink, taking the number 1 spot, up $55 and 55%. Absolutely killing it. Philly said, this time I won't be the one holding the worthless alt bag. So big and high. Very nice. Yeah, guys, make sure you develop a take profit strategy. Everyone's got their own expectations. Everyone's got their own investments. Everyone's got their own everything. So whatever you do, make sure you have a take profit strategy, and plan accordingly. You know, some people don't. Some people maybe want to probably hold throughout the entire bull market, bear market, bull market again. No matter what you do, just stick with your guns. I'm going to close the poll. We are literally tied 50-50. We had how many votes? How many votes? The poll disappeared. Oh, we had 24 votes. 12 of you said 120K. 12 of you said 110K. Literally 50-50. I said, what price do you see first? 120 or 110 for Bitcoin? And you guys decided both. So, completely indecisive. The data set is useless, but I appreciate you guys for participating. That might be our largest data set so far. Congratulations, Tyler, once again on your victory. Pinlink is up 3%. Very nice. Arrow's up 1.5%. Everything else is pretty quiet. Yeah. MicroStrategy. Very nice. We'll see what tomorrow holds. All right. I think that's it. I think that is it. According to Stock Money Lizard, we're looking at a potential $130,000 Bitcoin by October 1st. That'll be exciting to see if that comes to fruition. Everything else pretty quiet. Total 3 is up 0.04 since the daily close. Let's see if we can get back above 1.13. I like the fact that we skyrocketed, got a little retrace, and now we're continuing. That makes me happy. I also like that the retrace was essentially the midpoint in between our purple trend lines. Even though it's kind of the midpoint in between 1.07 and 1.13 anyways, so it seems like it was going to work out regardless. We rejected at 1.15. Let's see if we can get above 1.16 and proceed to moon. Total 2. Billy said, JJ, that alt wallet you showed a minute ago at $1,000, what's your expectations for the final leg? A total of 10K or more? I would like to see 10K. I would really like to see 10K. If this goes up 4x, that would be, well, maybe not. I don't know. See, we did a lot of higher market cap coins. I guess that would be a good segment, is going through, giving our targets for these, and then finding out what the value of this portfolio would be with those targets. We could ask Grok. Should I ask Grok right now? I could just list them all off and see what Grok says for each one and take like the average or maybe even the low point. Let's do that. At the highest price this bull market, what do you think the following coins will be valued at? I'm going to say cryptocurrencies. And then let me make the list. I have Link, Crow, Sol, Sui, ETH, Ondo, Pith, GRT, and render. All right, let's see if I can get a concise list from Grok, and then we can base it on that. I feel like that's a fair assessment for some quick and easy numbers. Okay. Current prices and expert predictions will be gathered from reliable sources. I like that. Total 2 looks really good with this fractal. Like really, really good. Check that out. There's a little bit of decoupling, some bullish, like the price did not go down here. But we recoupled and we hit this perfectly. Wouldn't that be crazy? I don't even know where I pulled that from. Is that this? That's what that is. I stretched it out a little bit. No, it can't be. Okay, I see. So this right here is actually this move. Interesting. Okay. Let's see if that plays out. That's going to be sick. All right, here we go. Chainlink. Estimated bull market peak. Let's go with what's the in between? 90? Yeah, let's go with 90 bucks. So I'm going to do some math on the side. 90 times, we have 6.6225. That would be $596. Crow. 50 cents to $1, so I'm going to go 75 cents. 0.75 times, we have 645.5777. That's 484. Okay, so I'm going to add this to the other one. Copy plus this. 596. 596.025. Okay, so we're at $1,000 so far. Sol 400 to 720. Let's go 5, 6, 720. That's $320, which is 160. So 560 for Sol. 560 times 0.5555. That's 311.08 plus 311.08. Okay. Sui 10 to 21, so we'll go 16. 16 times 32. 32.41491. Okay, that is 518.63. Copy. Plus 1391.288275. Okay, so we're at 1,909 so far. ETH 7,000 to 12, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So that's 2.5. That's 9,500. $9,500 times 0.0258. That's 245.1 plus 245.1. Okay, so we're at 2,100. Okay, we got Ondo, Pith, Graph, and Render. Ondo 3 to 10. That's a $7 difference, so 350. So I'm gonna go 650. 6.5 times how many? What am I on? Pith? Am I on Ondo? I'm on Ondo. Okay, so Ondo we have 111. 111.6071. That's 725. 44615. Plus 2155.026835. Okay, Pith, Graph, and Render. Pith 80 to $2. That is $1.20 difference. So 60 cents plus 80. That's So $1.40. $1.40 times 645. 1.4 times 645.5777. 903.80. Okay, copy. Bear with me, guys. Plus 2880.472985. Okay, so we're at 3,600 so far. The graph, that looks like 50 to $1.50. That's $1 difference of 15, so $1. So $1 graph. Okay, so this is just going to be plus 1103.02. And then render. 50 to 80 bucks. So that's 75. No, 50, 60, 70. No, 65. So $65 times 24. 65 times 24.52. That is, ooh, renders might be our most lucrative. All right, this is it. Moment of truth, guys. Plus 4708.93913.135. This is assuming we time the Pico top and Grok is right on average. We're looking at a total of $6,302 at the peak. And that, again, is the average based on what Grok gave us. John said the stream turned into a math class. I mean, Billy asked. I feel like it was a good question. I liked it. I like the target. 6K, 7K. Not too greedy. 6,300 to be specific. And again, that's assuming the average of what Grok ranged us, which is below a lot of people's targets. Render was our most lucrative. I think that was over 1,000. Everything else is like under. So market cap is definitely a big player. Something to take into consideration when you're investing. You also have to manage risk as well. Would you rather get a comfortable like 2 to 5x, or are you going to shoot for like a 20 to 30x at risk of losing your entire bag because you're investing in something that's a little newer, a little more potential for a rug? You know, got to mitigate risk. But yeah, that's with the perfect entry portfolio, which we do still have $100 to throw into as well. So depending on the asset, that could completely change. That could add another $1,000 to $2,000. With just a $900 investment right now, turning 900 bucks into $6,000, it's pretty good. So, all right, folks. I think I'm gonna call it pretty chill. Bitcoin's chilling. Hopefully, I got to get back on for an emergency stream. But as of right now, it's quiet. Market's quiet. We're in anticipation of the interest rate cut tomorrow. Unfortunately, I don't think I'm going to be able to stream during the cut. I'll probably be at work, but I will try to get home early if I can. Stream for you guys. John said if render goes anywhere near 50 to 80, I'll be so happy I'll probably stroke out and die. What market cap would be that if it was 50 to 80? Currently, it's $3.84. Render's AI GPU narrative positions it for explosive growth. X analysts consistently target 50 to 80 peaks, driven by decentralized rendering demand and broader AI token rallies. Philly said, I love the math, JJ. Thank you, Philly. Philly's been oddly romantic today. Let's actually go to market cap of and test this out. And I want to see coin market cap as well. Where is render right now? Number 56. Okay, let's say top 15. Let's say render gets to avalanche right now, currently. For some crazy reason, render and avalanche, or render reaches avalanche's current market cap. They'll put it at 25 bucks. What did Grok say? 50 to 80. Ooh. Okay. I mean, bull market might get spicy. Let's go to sweet. I mean, Sui is right above Avalanche. Never mind, that's stupid. I don't know about that, man. Render getting up to $50. What would it have to get to? Twice as much as Avalanche. Avalanche is at 12. Where's 24? What is that? ADA? Jeez. Yeah, $61. Okay. We'll see what happens. I'm not gonna say it can't do it. They definitely got the recognition. Dude, the flaming butthole Polkadot logo cracks me up still to this day. I think they pay like $1 million a year for that, or some ridiculous amount of money. Blows my mind. I don't know. I feel bad. John said, yeah, I can't imagine it would get that high. Who knows, man? The bull market might be insane. We have no idea. No freaking clue. Right now, we're looking at valuations of most of these. Like, you go from top 6 to number 1 are experiencing all-time highs right now. Anything below that is nowhere near it. None of these coins are anywhere near all-time high. So, if we get into alt season, everything might go crazy. I have no clue. But I feel you, John. I feel that same way. And maybe it's because we're so pessimistic, we're so conditioned by the current market conditions. I don't know. It's definitely hard to fathom. John said it doesn't feel insane right now. It's driving me insane. Yeah. Arif said, yo, what do you think about Solana? I love Solana. I think Solana is the people's ecosystem of choice for sure. Billy said romantic. Okay, I'm back to eat a dick, JJ. Well, I mean, you're like, I love the math, JJ. I imagine your eyes flickered. I really like Solana. I feel like the ecosystem's fleshed out. Everybody uses it. It's a household name. I feel like Solana, personally, in my opinion, should be in place of Ethereum. But it's currently, behind BNB and XRP, so it's got to overtake those two in order for me to feel hopeful. There are concerns about decentralization and stuff like that, but I don't think that the average consumer gives a shit about that. I think that they're just going to buy it because they see everybody using it for memes, and they're probably going to use it for memes too. So I like Solana. I feel like it's got a ton of potential. Heath Savage said, did you end up looking into XCN? Yeah, I did. Oh shoot, I already forgot the name of the thing. It's a cool name too, isn't it? I did read the white paper. Anytime a coin launches another coin, I get Richard Hart vibes, and that throws me off. Arif said, how about a tomorrow rate cut? Is it sell the news and crypto will crash? I don't know about a crash. John in the chat said he's thinking nothing burger. I'm thinking nothing burger as well. I agree with him. I think it's gonna, if we do get anything, it's probably gonna be like a 3 or 4% inconsequential dip, because everyone's gonna be expecting 25 basis points. We're gonna get 25 basis points, and nobody's gonna give a crap afterwards. The price is not gonna explode to the upside, and people are gonna be disappointed and mad, and they're gonna emotionally sell, and the price is gonna dip 3 or 4%. And the next day, the next week, nobody's gonna give a shit. We're all going to forget that it even happened. I think the important thing is what Powell says afterwards. We're going to keep an eye on that for sure. John said Bitcoin is that same price when I last updated my crypto spreadsheet back in late July. That sucks so bad. Okay, Heath Savage said Goliath is the name. That's right. I remember. Billy said Arif. Oh man, don't even say that. All right, guys. I appreciate you for stopping by, everybody. Don't forget to smash the like button on your way out. Subscribe if you're new. We do a daily close contest every single day. Chance for you to win up to $100. It's a ton of fun. But this is where I love and leave you. Bitcoin's not doing a whole lot, so we're going to go get some food. And hopefully, I got to do an emergency stream because the price is exploding to the upside. Arif said, I don't know, I feel like they might do something with this shit and altcoins will drop 10% like they always fuck the crypto up. I mean, 10% for alts is nothing. In the bull market, you should fully expect like 20 to 40% drops from altcoins. Bitcoin's going to do probably worse, but it might not now that it's so high. So I don't know. It's definitely a different time. Bitcoin's never been above 100K, so it is literally different. This time is different. We have no choice in the matter. But anyways, guys, I appreciate you for stopping by. As always, if Bitcoin starts to do anything crazy, I will hop back on. Otherwise, I will see you all tomorrow. Smash the like button on your way out. Subscribe if you're new. Happy Tuesday, and good night.